Who loves music? Let me see hands. Who loves music? We all love music, right?
Yes.
Your favorite music? The dog, Gaza...
Chorus from the Namib Desert Environmental Education Trust, or NADET, knows how to get children's attention. In this case, for technology and the sun.
And it's all just powered from our solar system. And it's straight from the sun. And it's pollution free. It's pollution free. Do you see any smoke clouds here?
No.
None. I thought you liked music.
NADET aims to show the children of Namibia how people can protect the climate and the environment.
Which grades have the most kids in it? Okay. You are ready? We cannot show you all these things today. That is why we want you to come to NADET.
Big things can have small beginnings.
Namibia is very rural, and so there are lots of people that live far away from each other. And so it's difficult sometimes to have national solutions that come from one central point, but rather let's have decentralized solutions on small local levels.
The view from above clearly shows the scale of the challenge facing Namibia's power suppliers. It's a large country, but the second least densely populated in the world. Many farms are cut off from regular infrastructure and the electricity grid. The sheer distances involved push up the price of power generation as well. The country has plenty of water up north, with sources like the Ruacana Falls and the Kunene River on the border with Angola. This place is home to Namibia's biggest hydroelectric power plant. The plant is being expanded with funding from the European Union. Namibia will soon be able to cover 2/3 of its energy needs from here, and without the need for expensive and environmentally damaging coal burning. That said, only during the rainy season does the Kunene River actually supply enough water to keep the plant running at full capacity. But the head of state energy supplier Nampower remains committed to more renewable energy for his country.
For me, renewables is a future because the conventional resources such as coal, gas and things like that, they will get depleted tomorrow. So, but renewables will always be there. And water, to me, is the most interesting renewable source of energy. In Namibia, we are very lucky to have Ruacana as a renewable source of energy. And it has been playing an important role in the power supply mix.
The capital Windhoek typifies the country's increasing energy demands. The economy is growing steadily thanks to Namibia's natural resources and associated industry. Power consumption is set to triple over the next few years. The stream of people moving to Windhoek from rural areas is continually increasing. Supplying them with clean energy is one of the biggest challenges for the country right now. Fighting poverty and protecting Namibia's environment. Those are the twin aims of the Desert Research Foundation in Windhoek.
Should be done within the next month or so.
Vivian Kinyaga oversees projects across the country, but she and her team have yet to find an ideal solution for Namibia.
Our greatest challenge at the moment is that we do not have the capacity for the large technologies. And that's our entry point, that basically what we are currently doing is research, trying to find out what's relevant, what can work, what will not work, but that's obviously not what the people are expecting. People want technologies that you install and they work. So that's a challenge that we are dealing with.
Robert Schultz is among the staff here. He's constantly on the road, checking the progress of projects. One of the biggest is a biomass power plant on a remote farm. Every day, the farm workers go out into the bush to clear the land of invasive bushes and trees. These unwelcome pests threaten to engulf the farmland and ruin the grazing lands. Farmers used to use poison to combat this threat. Today, the wood cut down ends up in a biomass power generator.
We also need to find ways how to spare things, and then like bush is something that grows again. It's not like coal and oil and all that stuff that we burn and it's finished. Then I have to wait a million years for it to come back again. So this is a renewable source that we use, and it's good for all our people, and the population is getting bigger, so you need to have electricity.
The plant was not actually up and running until 6 months ago. Profits have yet to be made. It's still in its test phase.
All 3 phases, yeah? And then we can test it by seeing that all 3 has got 400 volts. All right?
The reactor is still ignited by hand.
The bush from the fields comes into this wood gasification plant. The wood gas produced is cooled and cleaned before being fed into a combustion engine. There it's turned into electricity, which is then in turn fed into the power grid.
The income generated is used to clear further areas of land. That will also benefit local wildlife. There is growing evidence of the impact of climate change on Namibia. The rainy seasons are unusually heavy, and even the otherwise arid Namib desert has sprouted patches of green. The Nadid Environmental Organization has a camp in the desert where it gives practical lessons to school children on how to protect the climate.
I cannot imagine not using renewable energy. It is a resource that Namibia has so much of. It is free, it is available to everybody, and it will always be there. And so I think it is a key, keystone to sustainable development in Namibia.
A keystone that is just waiting to be used by as many people as possible in Namibia.